So I see online a lot of videos of people talking about not wasting your 20s. And these are people especially in the male self-improvement uh, general space. So people like Chris Williamson, Hamza, Alex Hormozy, and people like that. On the other hand, I see people who are on the other opposite side, who are like, oh, you have to enjoy your 20s, you gotta travel, see the world, you gotta go dancing, you gotta go explore stuff, you gotta be nice. There are these two extremes, all right, of people that are telling very different and extreme point of view. And I honestly don't relate that much to neither of those extremes, because if you listen at the Red Pill Alpha Bros, you should work 12 hours a day. And if you follow their advice, you will end up as a 30-year-old who is maybe wealthy, maybe not, but you do a job that you don't like, you have a life that you don't enjoy, and you have memories not lived. Instead, if you listen to the slow life people, you travel, you explore the world, you understand yourself on the spiritual side, but in the end, you will end up like a 30-year-old who have no competence, you have no skills, and now you have to actually start to become good at something in a job while other people look bad at you because you wasted your time while you should have become an adult a decade before. So I believe that these two extremes can coexist in a coherent reality. I believe that there is a way in which you can take the good of both of these extremes and put it into a new philosophy of living your 20s, which is how I would like to live my 20s, which is fulfill maxing, all right? I know the name is not the best, I'm trying to work on it. But basically, what fulfill maxing is, it's not about the hedonistic pleasure, it's not about trying to achieve as much dopamine as you can with parties and casual sex and um, destroying your body with alcohol as much as you can, and it's not about pursuing social status and money or financial wealth for its own sake. It's about finding activities that you feel difficult but perceive as meaningful and worth spending your time and energy to improve and excel in it. So the activities that I'm talking about are autotelic. Autotelic means enjoyable by itself. This kind of activities when you enter in a flow state and you basically are completely absorbed into the present moment and the world around you seems like to disappear while you are doing this thing. It's not about getting drunk in a club and vomit on the dance floor. It's very different. It's about finding a valuable challenge that you're willing to engage in. All right? I'm talking about I'm talking about things like sport, things like artistic pursuit, a business project, something that makes you feel alive and that makes you wake up excited in the morning. And if you have this, your quality of life will increase immensely. You can be able to bear up boring jobs and shitty situation if you're able to have this flow activity that keeps you going on in your day-to-day existence. And the aim of this lifestyle, I want to repeat that, it's not about material success, it's not about hedonistic pleasure. And material success could come with it, all right? If you follow your flow activities, not only your performances will improve, but also you will live in a very fulfilling way. This is why I call it fulfill maximum, all right? And most of the people who are successful, I mean materially successful, they often followed their flow task. They become better at what they like to do. They improved because they stick with something for a long period of time, and they were be able to stick on something for a long period of time because they were enjoying what they were doing. They were experiencing flow while performing the task that they are good at, all right? And it's not about material success. I want to be very specific about it. It's not about material success. It's about creating memories that will last in your mind, and creating experiences that you will feel as enjoyable and worth living. It's about choosing to excel in one thing that makes you feel alive and it's important to you. But how do you actually fulfill max your lifestyle? So I'm 23 year old right now. I'll be 24 in a month, and I'm preaching what I've done. I'm preaching what I believe it's a good way to live your 20s, all right? I'm giving you my perspective about what I've learned since now. So the first thing that I want you to have is a plan Z. What is a plan Z? Plan Z is basically what would you do if everything goes wrong. It's your safety net. If something isn't going well, at least you are not going to end up homeless or without a bridge. Right now, my pursuit is trying to be paid for my writings, for my content creation. I'm trying to become a synthesizer, talking about flow philosophy. I want to talk about meaning and how to increase perception of meaning in your life, how to live experiences that feels like worth living. All right, this is what I want to talk about. I want to also have a side career as an actor, all right? But it's very difficult to excel in those things. Even though I like it, it's not sure that I will be successful in it. So at least I have a degree in physical therapy. So in the worst case scenario, at least I will have a decent job that pays decently in the modern economy. The second thing that you need to do in order to live a good life in your 20s is to explore as much as you can, especially in your early 20s. Between 20 and 25, 24, so I'm kind of at my limit, you gotta explore as much as you can. Even better in your teenage years, try as much stuff as you can. And you gotta try everything. Literally everything that you can, gotta try it. Because at the worst case, you gotta learn something about yourself. So about sports, play instruments, challenge yourself, try different jobs, take as much as opportunities as life throws at you. Okay? The reason is that you never know what you might discover, and you might discover a new talent, you might discover a new passion, or you can be introduced to someone new who maybe will let you know the love of your life. I don't know, but explore as much as you can. Try as much different things as you possibly can. And once you have explored enough, you gotta find something that you're talented at. By talented, I mean something that comes very natural to you, something that you can learn faster than the average individual, all right? Because talent, what actually talent is the ability to learn faster in a certain domain than the other people around you. That's it, okay? You might ask, how do I know when I found something that I'm talented about? You know, if you found something that you're talented, you know, because other people will give you a positive feedback about it, a very clear positive feedback about it. And you know if you find something that you're talented at. And when you discover talent, if you know you have a talent, it might be worth to explore how much good you can become in that thing and use that activity as a vessel to actualize your potential and maybe find one day a way to monetize it. The problem with talent is that talent is very unfair, not equally distributed, and not everyone has a clear talent. So instead of finding only your talent, you can find something that you want to be good at it, all right? You might find something that has a cool identity attached to it. You might find an activity that you enjoy and you want to increase your sense of mastery around it, okay? You can be intrigued by this craft and want to become as good as you possibly can, so you decide to actively engage into that activity by obsessing as much as you possibly can on it, and drown into this topic and practice it as much as humanly possible. This is also something that is valuable. Just decided to wanted to become good at this one thing. Or in the end, if you found nothing that you really want to be good at, if you have found nothing that you're really talented at least in order to fulfill max, please find at least something that you love. Because when you find something that you love and you feel intrinsically rewarding, it's very easy to keep going with it. You don't really need to make it your job or career, okay? There is a lot of people talking on YouTube about, oh, you should absolutely go all in and becoming a YouTuber. You should become this, you should become that. If you like to paint, you should aim to be a painter. Not really. Not really. With experience, I learned that some people are just want to make a regular job, come back home and do the thing that they love. But fuck, man, at least find something that you love, so then when you come back from home, you're not going to doom scroll, you're not going to drown yourself in alcohol, but at least you're going to do something that you feel rewarding. There is nothing wrong with having a hobby, all right? There is nothing wrong with that. Not everyone must become a fucking YouTuber or a writer or an artist or a top sports player, but fuck, you gotta have something that you love, that you feel rewarding doing, all right? And so, in order to feel a fulfilled maximum lifestyle, what you need to have is something that you're talented at, something that you want to become good at so that one day you can monetize it, or find at least something that you love and you can keep it as your passion and that makes you feel alive. All right? So once you have found something like that, try to become as good as possible in it. If you want to just keep it as a hobby, as something that you do for fun, okay, fine. This is something that you do for fun, it makes you feel fulfilled, all right, it stops there. But if you find something that you are talented about, if you want something that you want to be good at, invest as much as you possibly can in it and try to become the best. And I want to repeat that very clear, it's not about material success. It's not about material success, it's about becoming as good as you possibly can in that one thing so that you can feel fulfilled and live your days in a way that make you feel proud about them. So, this is the end. I hope that this video was useful. Remember to aim upward as always. If you have any kind of questions, if you have any kind of thoughts that you would like to share with me, if you like to have a little chat, I will leave you my email right here, so around here, and please write me. I would appreciate it very much. I want to know your struggles. I want to know how you learn about flow, how you come out to learn about this channel. Please, if you have something that you would like to tell me or share with me, leave a comment or write me something at my email, alright? Aim upward as always.